God's people, it's time to choose. It's time to decide which side to be on. Ask yourself right now. Ask your soul. Am I walking on the right path? Am I exactly how the Eternal Father wants me?
Why, Miss Flaherty, didn't you tell me about Albert right away?
It's really hard for Claire to accuse someone she's loved for a long time. Commissioner, my daughter knew him well enough and they were engaged for 10 years. We believe that Fred has more motives for committing this crime.
I am pleased to welcome representatives of the Best and Folly. They are here to start the Warner Project. I want to thank these operators with all my heart. Together with other Catholic organizations, they represent the symbol of an always welcoming and open church. With their daily commitment, they remind us that Christ commands us to welcome our migrant brothers. We also have the task understanding their culture and their customs.
He just hated Evan. He refused his book and we got engaged afterwards. Albert took it very badly and he went crazy.
I would not say these words.
I don't say nonsense. Evan was killed exactly as to the victims were murdered in Albert's novel and the book was never published.
Miss Flaherty.
That's it. No one has read that novel.
Nobody read it? Had not Mr. Bucks proposed it to the Brook and Gad Commission?
No, he didn't. He told Albert a lie. If Evan had proposed that book to the commission, that perverted and twisted book, he would surely have compromised a splendid career.
I feel the duty to express gratitude to the Union and to the Mary Warner, because unlike other realities, they have opened their hearts to migrants, pleasantly obeying a precise commandment of God, who still remembers us to welcome, receive, and to integrate.
Are you sure no one else read that book?
I'm sure. I say it was him. He's the killer.
That man is crazy.
Please.
You must investigate.
Miss Flaherty, we've already done it.
What?
Albert Preed may have gone mad, but he did not kill Evan Bucks.
How can you be so sure about this?
Because when Bucks was killed, Preed was rushed to the hospital urgently for a cocktail of drugs, antidepressants.
Oh, my God.
Probably he will have gone crazy after your engagement with Evan Bucks, but has vented his anger against himself. We know with certainty that at the time of the crime, Albert Preed was in a very serious condition at the hospital.
And now? Now, him. How is him?
Claire.
We are waiting for his recovery. We have some questions to ask him.
Don't be afraid, dear children. Embrace and educate. The Christ is in them. The most
Shut up.
forward
You must have respect. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
To union,
Let's go take a seat.
to globalization. You must follow those who are in favor of this policy because they have chosen the right path. Never forget that our migrant brothers flee from unacceptable conditions. They run away from wars, lagers, and endless persecutions.
Doctor, now I'm fine. I must know who brought me here, who saved me.
You asked the same thing, since you are conscious.
Yeah, I must know it.
It's simple. Someone called 911.
I live alone, and I have no relatives or friends. Tell me, who is calling 911?
As far as I know, 911 was called by an anonymous phone call. Maybe a girl. Yeah, someone had said it was the female voice. I'm sorry nobody came to visit you these days.
God's blessing lies in your decision. Will you host and help others? Will you take a good way or bad way? Do you want to live in eternity? Or do you want to perish in suffering, in the flames of hell?
It's been more than 2 months since the murder and we have not succeeded in delineating a trace that could give us concrete. I knew it was a special case. I'm here because I have a duty to do this and ask questions, Mr. Preed.
I believe it, but I don't understand how it can help you.
Do you know that the murder of your friend, Evan Box, it's practically the real representation of the murders described in your novel?
Unbelievable. Finally, someone read my novel.
Evan had 2 copies of his manuscript, inside a drawer. Miss Flaherty was sure there was a close relationship between you and Evan's murder. After his deposition, the police decided to ascertain a possible relationship between your novel and the murder, since you and him were friends and he was your literary agent.
It seems surreal. Claire deposed against me? She believed that I could be able to kill Evan? I admit, I want to punch and kick that fucking scoundrel. But I wouldn't kill him. I would have preferred to make him suffer.
We have investigated. When Box was killed, you, Mr. Preed, were in the hospital. However, we must understand if anyone else has read the book.
I tell you who read the book. You investigate among the readers of the Broken Gad Commission. Look for those who reject my novel.
Well, Mr. Preed, we will certainly investigate, because we have no other tracks to follow, but apparently, your novel was not read by the commission of the publishing house.
What does it mean?
According to Clair, Evan Box lied to you and he never presented the book to Broken Gad. He feared for his career.
What an asshole. He was too coward and liar. His purpose was to take me away from Claire.
Have you never published your novel, even independently?
No, I haven't.
I confess that I'm reading your novel. I see in it loneliness, anger, introversion, although I find it interesting in some respects.
Explain me.
I'll tell you something I should not tell you, for my particular job, do you understand? I believe your novel is ruthlessly true. It's a novel that can be seen in a negative way by those who rule the world. It can give rise to new enemies. You screw those who produce shit in this fucking city. I would like to be your character. That Samuel. I would like to slaughter the swine that besmirch this world for too long. Cursed individuals of power, corrupt and poisonous. They continually increase their fucking business with the blood of the innocent. But I am a policeman and I only have to do my job, my duty, as you see. Albert, you must stay at our disposal. Any news, any memory, can be useful. In my view, you will be able to give us a valuable contribution to capture this mysterious criminal.
He isn't just a parish priest, he isn't just a humble shepherd who leads his poor sheep. Randolph is more than a man, more than a priest, or more than a simple clergyman. He has a cunning mind and he knows very influential people between Rome and bosom. He runs several schools and he has 5 orphan children's homes. Randolph controls many banks in the city, and he is an active member of Best and Folly. He is a close friend of Archbishop himself. He can do whatever he wants, because this one got balls, and he has powerful friends. Yeah, he too has got his vices, but this isn't for our...
Joe, you know, like I said, I'm not religious. I don't care.
Oh, no. You are wrong. You are really wrong. A man can be a man and make something important only when he believes. Religion is important for many reasons. And besides, Father Randolph is different. Father Randolph is a saint. It was through him I often go to Mass like any other good Catholic man. He led me to my best interests, with advice and protecting me from danger. I advise you to attend him, especially if you want to pursue this career, and if you want to be a big shot. He is a true saint. He performs true miracles.
I don't understand.
One day they brought him a baby female. She was a Bayeux Rose patient. She was near death and the doctors, they threw in the towel. The doctors thought she had a few days of life, but on this day, there was an end to chivalry. He blessed her, touching her on the forehead. I was present with my family. And from that moment on, she's getting better, until she fully recovers. This is a true miracle. No one heals from that illness, you know it. People always require his blessing and admire him. They enroll their children in his schools. Lot of people bring him their sick children because he's a healer. He is the man of the people. Under his protection, no one can ever touch you. Not even diseases can do it. We need a saint like him. You need him, too.
I understand, Joe.
Well, I need to get in. Do you have the machine with you?
Yes, I do.
Well, be careful, and wait for me here.
Come in, Joe.
AEDA editions.